Hey, Marc Warnke, the Goat Guy. I want to tell you a little helpful hint that I have been pretty aggressive with. Now, I live on a highway system that comes outside of Boise, and 2 different times I've had huge help from just the highway department because I was willing just to pull over and ask, and yeah, I'm that guy. So one way was they were cleaning out some erosion on my hill up above, and they were loading dump trucks with sand, and it was eroded granite, and that works great here on the ranch to build road beds, to build bedding areas and all that stuff. So I pulled over and I said, hey, where are you taking those dump trucks? And he's like, way down the highway, we got a dump station. I was like, why don't you just come down and dump them on my ranch? And I had a fleet of dump trucks rolling into my ranch, and I think they dumped 10 dump truck loads in an afternoon. I had more gravel than I could use. I just actually used the last little bit of it. It lasted me 2 years. Here's another example. The highway, or the Idaho Power was changing out power poles. And when they change out power poles, I didn't know this, but I pulled over and again I asked, and I said, hey, what are you doing with all these power poles? And he goes, well, we'll give them to you if you want them. And I said, well, I'm on a ranch just down the street. And he goes, well, you just need to come get them. And I'm like, I can't really get them because I don't have time. Why don't you just put them on the trailer and dump them off of my ranch? I got an easy place to do it. And voila. Remember, these are cedar. So this is treated cedar. So the ones that are on the highways, they don't get all the staples and the nails and people putting stuff on them like the ones in the city do. So you can actually mill them down to cedar boards. You can turn them into fence posts. What I'm going to use these for is I have a retainer wall I need to build, and I'm going to build it with these. So that's a lot of wood. That's really expensive. It's kind of a pain in the butt to deal with because you kind of need to make it work, and it's uneven sizes and shapes and lengths, but that's a lot of free wood. So I hope you find that helpful. I want to have you think kind of creatively that lots of times if you just pay attention, there are people trying to get rid of something that we can use here on the homestead, and this is an example, and the eroded granite is an example. So I hope you find that helpful. My name's Marc Warnke. I'm a homesteader. My expertise is in goats. People know me as the Goat Guy. I own a couple of websites you can look into, PackGoats.com if you need help raising goats. I have everything that you could need, courses, tutorials, equipment, everything you need there for dairy, meat, milk, all that stuff. And then we also have a website for our ranch here in Idaho, rippleranchidaho.com. So I hope you find that helpful. Marc Warnke, the Goat Guy, signing out.